In a media landscape already rife with skepticism and scrutiny, the release of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix documentary series has ignited a firestorm of controversy. Touted as a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the lives of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, the $100 million production has quickly become the center of heated debate, with critics lambasting its alleged manipulation of imagery, questionable narratives, and a troubling pattern of contradictions. For a couple that has repeatedly claimed to seek privacy and peace, this latest venture seems to have drawn them deeper into the public eye and into the crosshairs of public outrage. The series, which was heavily promoted as a candid and intimate portrayal of Harry and Meghan's journey, is already under fire for what many see as deliberate attempts to shape public opinion through misleading visuals and narratives. Promotional materials have come under particular scrutiny, with some of the images used to evoke sympathy for the couple being exposed as taken out of context or entirely unrelated to their story. One such example involves a photograph of a paparazzi crowd, which was framed as emblematic of the intense media harassment the couple endured. In reality, the image was taken at a Harry Potter movie premiere, years before Harry and Meghan were even together. Another image, reportedly used to underscore the couple's victimhood, was revealed to be a cropped photo from Harry's teenage years, entirely unrelated to the current narrative. Critics argue that these apparent manipulations are not innocent mistakes but rather a calculated attempt to paint the couple as perpetual victims of an unforgiving media and royal institution. For many, this approach feels hypocritical, especially given the Sussexes' repeated condemnation of the media for distorting facts. The irony of leveraging the very tools they claim to despise, selective narratives, emotional imagery, and a heavy reliance on public relations, has not gone unnoticed. Adding fuel to the fire is the accusation that the series leans heavily on Princess Diana's legacy to bolster Harry and Meghan's claims of persecution and to evoke public sympathy. Critics have questioned Harry's repeated invocation of his late mother's tragic story, suggesting that it amounts to a cynical exploitation of her memory. While Diana's struggles with the media are well documented, many argue that using her legacy as a shield against criticism while simultaneously profiting from the very media ecosystem she struggled with is both disingenuous and disrespectful. The hypocrisy doesn't end there, say critics. In the series, Meghan recounts feeling unsupported by royal advisors and claims she was left to navigate the complexities of royal life on her own. She also describes how she adopted a muted fashion style to blend in stark contrast to the eye-catching ensembles worn by more senior royals. However, these narratives have been directly contradicted by documented evidence and reports. For instance, the Sunday Times unearthed a dossier allegedly provided to Meghan upon her entry into the royal family, offering extensive guidance on protocol, wardrobe, and public life. Similarly, claims that Meghan faced restrictions on her wedding guest list have been debunked, with sources confirming that the couple had significant autonomy in planning their nuptials. The inconsistencies don't stop there. Meghan's portrayal of herself as a misunderstood and unsupported figure stands in contrast to numerous public appearances where she was seen wearing designer outfits, attending lavish events, and receiving global acclaim. Critics have pointed out the contradiction of presenting herself as a victim of royal constraints while embracing the privileges that come with the role. The backlash has prompted some commentators, particularly in the British media, to call for severe consequences. Prominent voices have urged King Charles to strip Harry and Meghan of their royal titles, arguing that their behavior is unbecoming of members of the royal family. Some accuse the couple of gaslighting the public by presenting a one-sided, victim-centric narrative while ignoring their own contributions to the controversies that have surrounded them. To these critics, the documentary is not just a misguided attempt at self-justification but a calculated effort to monetize victimhood. Beyond the personal and familial drama, the series has also sparked a broader cultural debate. In a world grappling with serious issues like the global cost of living crisis, climate change, and geopolitical instability, the Sussexes' focus on their own grievances has been labeled as tone-deaf and self-indulgent. The timing of the release, amidst widespread economic hardship, has amplified criticism that the series is out of touch with the realities faced by ordinary people. Some argue that the couple's attempt to portray themselves as relatable is undermined by their opulent lifestyle and lucrative media deals. Public reaction has been equally polarizing. While die-hard supporters of Harry and Meghan have praised the series for shedding light on the challenges they've faced, many others see it as a thinly veiled attempt to rewrite history and manipulate public perception. Meghan, in particular, has faced accusations of crafting a public image that is at odds with her actions. Her statements in the series have been dissected and compared with past interviews, revealing contradictions that have only fueled skepticism about her authenticity. This controversy underscores a growing fatigue among the public with celebrity narratives that prioritize personal grievances over accountability. The perception that Harry and Meghan are profiting from a victim narrative while dismissing legitimate criticisms has left many questioning their motives. Are they genuinely seeking to share their truth, or is this just another chapter in their ongoing quest for global influence and financial gain? The broader implications of this controversy extend beyond the royal family and into the realms of media ethics, celebrity culture, and public trust. If the allegations of manipulated imagery and misleading narratives are accurate, they raise serious questions about the integrity of storytelling in an age where public figures have unprecedented control over their narratives. At what point does shaping a narrative cross the line into manipulation? And how much responsibility do public figures bear for the accuracy of their claims? As calls for accountability grow louder, the pressure is mounting on the Sussexes to address the criticisms head-on. Whether they choose to respond or double down on their narrative remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that their Netflix series has not achieved the unifying effect they might have hoped for. Instead, it has deepened divisions, not just within the royal family but among the public as well. In the end, the documentary may reveal less about Harry and Meghan than it does about the complexities of public perception, the power of media narratives, and the challenges of navigating fame in the modern age. For a couple that once symbolized a fresh start for the monarchy, the path they have chosen seems increasingly fraught with controversy, contradiction, and conflict. Whether they can emerge from this storm with their reputations intact remains an open question, one that the world will undoubtedly be watching closely.